today I'm gonna make a delicious Asian soup. Asian inspired. It's not authentic, but it's pretty darn close. And it's authentic Linda's Pantry. So what I've got here is a pound of my ground chucker that I mixed with ground pork. About 1/3 ground pork to 2/3 ground chucker. And my husband, if you're not familiar, my husband's an avid chucker hunter and hunts chucker all winter long. Well, up until Super Bowl Sunday. And we then have meals. I mean, it replaces a lot of our poultry, and it's organic, it's natural. I feel really good about it. So we've got a pound of that, and we're going to give it some seasoning. Need some pepper in here. I'm making an Asian-inspired meatball soup. Instead of doing wontons, this would be a great wonton filling though, but I'm not gonna do that today. I don't want the wontons because you can only make what you're gonna eat or they will fall apart on you, which is a bummer. Okay, some Chinese 5-spice blend, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. No, I'm not. I am going to give it about 1/8 of a teaspoon. You don't need a whole lot because I don't want it to take over. Chinese spice has, let's see if I can find the ingredients. It doesn't, oh here. Anise, which is a licorice flavor, cinnamon, cloves, star anise, and ginger. So as you can see, it would be, and then I've grated up some ginger here. That's about a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. I'm going to put about just shy of a tablespoon of cornstarch. You can use any kind of starch you like to make that happen. A teaspoon of sesame oil, roasted sesame oil, and you can get too much of that. And then we need a fish sauce, and this is our salt. We don't need any salt, okay? About a teaspoon of fish sauce in there. And on the board here, I've got about a quarter of a cup to 1/3 of a cup of cilantro, 2 green onions or scallions, and I've got 3 pretty good sized cloves of garlic, all minced up as fine as I can get them. Now we're gonna add, I'm sorry, my dogs keep bumping into my tripod. About a tablespoon of egg whites, just pure egg whites. Now you can just separate an egg and use that if you. Oh, I smell the toasted sesame in here. You want to get this mixed really well. And you could, if you were feeling very authentic, you could mix this up with chopsticks and you would just stir in one direction until you got it all mixed. But I have trouble eating with chopsticks, so I don't know about using them as a stirring utensil. And this looks just perfect. And the cornstarch and the egg are gonna bind this meatball, but also make it very, very tender. And these are gonna simmer or poach in my very light chicken broth. So now that I've got this made, I'm gonna make up a bunch of little meatballs, and then we'll get to peeling some shrimp. We've got to cut up all the other vegetables that are gonna go in this soup. So I'll be back when I got that done. Okay, so I have my, this is actually chicken broth, very light. You don't want it too heavy because it'll take over the dish. And I've got that going, it's coming up to temperature, and there's about 3 quarts in there. I've got my meatballs all ready to go. They're right here. I've got them all rolled out. And I will be dropping those in, and then the veggies, and then at the very end I've got some shrimp peeled and deveined and 4 green onions that I've chopped up. Those will go in just to heat through before I serve it. Super easy, okay? I mean, it really is. And I'm gonna put some crushed red pepper flakes, because you know I like it spicy. And nothing better on a cold, rainy day, and it has literally rained all day long. We're under flood watch again. Not, I don't think in my immediate area, but okay, so you know that they're ready because they start floating, and look, they're cooked. It literally just takes a couple of minutes, and they're going to continue to cook because I'm adding my vegetables right now. And the carrots will stay really firm. I've got that bok choy, carrots, onions, celery, a red bell pepper cheek, 2 green bell pepper cheeks. And I think that's it. Look at that. You have a big, hearty pot of soup. Oh, it's gonna be so good and so comforting and so healthy. All right, so I'm gonna let this go for about 3 minutes, and then I will be adding my shrimp and my scallions. I wanna bring it up to a boil though and do a 3-minute simmer. And then we'll be ready to go. And look at those beautiful little meatballs. Gonna be delicious. So this is cooked now. Once it came up to a boil, I let that go for 3 full minutes. And this part you can do one of 2 ways. You can dump the whole thing in, which is what I'm gonna do. Or you could do individual portions if you thought you weren't gonna eat it within a couple of days. But trust me when I tell you, I am going to eat this. I am so full of soup. So this is just shy of 12 ounces of shrimp and then 4 scallions. And all we're really looking for is for these to heat through. And then and I'm gonna take it right over and we're gonna serve it. Now ready to dish up our beautiful Asian-inspired soup. Oh, I cannot wait. I've been looking forward to this all day. I haven't felt good. I'm not feeling as bad as I could, actually. I think I usually don't stay sick, and I usually can kick it pretty quickly. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful broth. Oh, get a couple of those little shrimp in there. Plenty of vegetables, please. Okay, I've got some. This is gonna be one of your favorites, and for a Weight Watcher girl, it's virtually the only thing you have to count are the shrimp and the meat. And you can do this. I did not preface the video by letting you know that you can do this with ground chicken, ground turkey, any kind of meat combination you like, or ground pork if you wanted to do that. You certainly could do ground pork. So I am going to go in for the team here. I just want to taste the broth first. I know it's good because I tasted it prior to putting everything in there, but you know, once the vegetables kind of cook, it adds to the broth. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. So excited. Whoa. Let me get a little meatball. That's why it's very important to have bite-sized meatballs. Okay. Can you see that? It looks delicious, doesn't it? Okay. Going in. I'm just gonna tell you, that meatball is so tender and delicious. Unbelievably tender. You need that cornstarch in there. You need that egg to kind of, egg white to kind of help bind it, because there's not a lot of fat in there. It's delicious. I can taste the sesame. I can taste the cilantro is right there. I'm absolutely in love with this recipe. I make it any chance I get, and I do it with all three: chicken, chucker, turkey. So, and pork. And so, I hope you guys, well, I'm gonna go enjoy this big bowl of soup. It's not as big as you think, but my husband's gonna have a vat of soup. And we're gonna enjoy a warm, comforting, low-calorie bowl of soup tonight for dinner. And as always, guys, I hope that this inspires you to go ahead and try this Asian-inspired soup on this blustery winter day, or one that you've got coming up in your future, because winter is not over yet. But and if you're feeling a little under the weather, oh my gosh, this is the ticket. You need to make this. Go down in the About section below, check all the links. I hope you hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, there's a big red subscribe button down there. Go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you next time for another delicious recipe or a day in the life vlog with me. All right, I'll be back. Bye.